Mavlers is a performance-based digital marketing agency with a pivotal focus on SEO as a service. For the past 12 years, we've been serving direct clients and agencies across 52 countries around the world. We have a strong team of 120 plus experts who have helped our clients drive their revenue by over $196,000 in organic revenue for them. Today, because the SEO landscape has been evolving so much, it has been changing so much, we wanted to get our expert in-house, Shashikant Mane, the assistant SEO team lead here at Mavlers, who has 7 years of experience in this field, to come and address all of your pressing concerns around SEO. Hi, Shashikant. Before we even begin, could you give us a little bit of history about your career?
Sure. Thank you, Risha, for such a brief introduction. My name is Shashikant, as you mentioned. I've been doing SEO since 7 years now. Been in the industry, worked in different niches, that is SaaS SEO, e-commerce SEO, worked in link building a lot. So yes, worked in different niches, worked for different level of clients with different challenges, which I loved the most. And yes, so that's introduction about me.
Thank you so much for that. And you know what, let's start with what the current landscape in SEO is. So,
yes, I believe SEO has evolved a lot from keywords, link building, technical audit. We have changed from those to right now we are at intent based audit, more often business understanding, more in terms of EAT and YMYL came into the picture. Then I believe semantic SEO plays a vital role right now. Understanding the content, understanding the business need and where SEO fits in is the best is kind of taking it over. So of course, as I mentioned, technical SEO, keywords, blogs, link building is not going anywhere. It's still there, and it still is the root of SEO. But moreover, adding to that, the other aspects which we spoke about have taken it over for sure. So anyone who is working in this industry, they just not have to follow these standards, but they have to also keep up with the trend with EAT, YMYL, intent based keyword research and everything. So they have to do that, and at Mavlers I believe we are doing it. We have adapted it so quickly, which is something that I really appreciate, and it's commendable that the way we are doing it for our clients. So yeah, this is the way forward that I look in terms of SEO landscape.
Amazing. Can you shed a little more light on what the current challenges SEO experts are facing?
So in terms of SEO, keeping up with the trend is, so I won't say it a challenge, but challenge something that we should have at the part of our career, like being up with the trend, because every night we are having a lot of changes, and in terms of algorithm changes, in terms of Google bringing up lot of new updates, lot of features are getting off. So recently Google stopped working off cache URL. So again, if someone is in SEO, they know that cache parameter was used to play a very vital role to understand how Google is trying to understand our websites, how Google is looking at our website. So now it's no more with us, right? So Google has stopped giving that service. So every day Google is making a lot of changes at the back end. So keeping up to that is kind of challenging thing, that, and this is something that I appreciate and I love, because like as an SEO, that's the part of your job. You have to get evolved daily and learn everything on quickly basis and daily basis, because you don't know what's going to change tomorrow. And that's something we do at Mavlers as well. We have our internal meetings, which on that all the SMEs comes on ground and discusses about all the challenges that we are facing. Also, what are the latest updates that we have in the market. So, and everyone has their own views, which is amazing, because I can have my subjective view, you can have your subjective view. So we have a lot of SMEs internally, and then everyone has their own views and we learn out of it.
So Shashikant, for businesses that are starting new over here, what advice would you give them?
So first advice that I would give them is to understand, for any businesses that wants to start into SEO, understand whether like which niche, which market you are targeting. Try to understand their audience, and then have the expectations accordingly. So let's consider as an example, if there is a market which has less search volume, so automatically the traffic that you will be getting would be less. So understanding expecting the returns out of the ROI that you're expecting should be minimal when the specific search volume of those industry is less. So this is something that before starting SEO, this is the basic research that everyone should have, and I believe SEO company will provide that. So at Mavlers, whenever we have any client, we try to do this level of understanding first, whether that business needs SEO, and of course everyone needs SEO and run these days. So if that business needs SEO, how much they can expect. So this is something that we do. Another thing that I recommend to any client is never judge or never calculate ROI at a short-term level, right? So let's say, because we have seen a lot of clients, they come on board and they ask after 3 months, like, what are the returns on the investment that I made? And I was like, it's just 2 months. We have just made the foundation. It takes time to build on that foundation and get the result. So it's basically like compounding effect that we have. Exactly what we do at stock market, we expect results at a later stage. So that's a long term game that we have. So this is how, so these are the two major advice that I would like to give to any businesses that they just want to start SEO.
And so are you telling that businesses should not have short term SEO goals?
No, so I am not suggesting that business shouldn't have short-term goal, but a lot of companies claim that SEO is a long-term game and everyone should have minimum 6 to 12 months roadmap and expect results accordingly. But at Mavlers, what we do is we try to identify short-term opportunities and tap into that and try to get gains out of it or results out of it. That helps us to share the results to our clients, which help them for a longer run or to have our relation at a longer pace. So that's exactly what we do. So again, trying directly saying no to short-term goals is not an option, because every business has that opportunity of short-term goals. It's just that finding the right opportunity at right point of time and tapping into it and then getting results out of it is really important, and that's where I believe Mavlers does pretty good job. And this is something that we have already done for a lot of our clients, and that helped those clients to get over for 12 months, 24 months as well.
So if someone is coming and joining us, or coming and talking to us about their project as well, what kind of results can they expect?
So let's say if someone comes onboarded, so if any clients onboards for SEO, at initial stage we have SMEs with them. SMEs try to understand their business as we discussed in the past, and then they create a roadmap, because at Mavlers we just not focused on tasks and those kind of things. We try to fit in the marketing strategy of businesses. So SMEs create the road plan. It's mainly consists of 12 months. At initial 2 months we have technical audits and keyword research and everything get done. Then we focus on competitor analysis, then we focus on link building, and then we focus on CRO as well, right? So this is how we create the roadmap. But the best part about where Mavlers stands out is we create quarterly KPIs as well. So as I mentioned, and you questioned rightly, that how we can enhance on short-term goals, because a lot of companies are not doing it and they are focusing just on 6 months or 12 months basis. At Mavlers we deliver quarterly KPIs as well. So in quarter 1 you can see this many results. In quarter 2 you can see the hype of traffic growth or ranking growth. In quarter 3 you can see conversion based KPIs that we have, and in quarter 4 integrating our SEO channel into overall your marketing efforts, how we can giving you the ROI out of it. So this is the whole plan that SMEs helps you out with, and I believe that connects the clients to Mavlers, and and that's how a client stays at Mavlers, I believe.
Okay. So you're telling typically it takes around a year of association for them to see good results, or how long do they how long does it take for them to expect results from us, rather?
So 12 months is again a generalized number that we are giving, but it totally depends on niche to niche, right? So let's say if there is a client who is in health niche, or there is a client who is in finance niche, this kind of niches typically takes a bit of more time compared to the service specific niche or gardening specific niche. So if there is a specific niche, it hardly takes 6 months to get results. But if the niche is at a broader level where the competitors are huge and a lot of brands are ranking, we tend to have a good amount of months to get the results. So it's totally based on the niche that we have. But yes, so 12 months is a good amount of time to define the ROI, but again, as mentioned, ROI should not be calculated in 6 months or 12 months period of time, but if it's 2 years, 24 months, that then you can have that data of ROI, how the return on investment that you had in SEO.
So what I'm understanding is that we like to have long-term associations for proper results, for revenue-driven results to be shown. But then we always provide the KPIs, as you mentioned, for quarter 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Right.
So the eye is on the long-term goal, but with a key focus on optimizing along the way, with all the short-term goals keeping.
Exactly. And that's why when I said any businesses should do before entering into SEO, they should have patience, because after 3 months they can't expect the ROI. But at a later stage, like the stock market, the example that I gave, the compounding effect will definitely have a role to play post 2 or 3 years. But definitely you should have a long vision to enter into SEO. Yeah.
Shashikant, how does our SEO team here at Mavlers differentiate themselves in this highly competitive market?
So at Mavlers we have SMEs whom I call mature SEOs basically. So again, just to introduce, SMEs are subject matter experts who bees with clients every time, and they try to answer and educate client wherever needed. So why I call SMEs as a mature SEO? Because for me, mature SEOs are the ones who not only follows the checklist, but also goes through the whole business objective, business understanding of client, not just give the recommendations directly. Rather, mature SEOs are the ones who understand businesses, understand the problems, and try to solve their pitch in between their overall marketing efforts, rather than just solely focusing on SEO stuff. So that is what I believe mature SEOs are. And in terms of how we are different from other agencies in the market, is that we try to fit in our SEO strategies, our SEO recommendation into overall marketing channel of client business. So it's not like we are just focusing on SEO or we are just focusing on single channel. It's a multi-dimensional things that we focus on, and how our SEO can generate results for overall marketing channels that client have. So it's more of a partnership rather than just giving the recommendation, documentation and reports. So it's more towards understanding clients and being their partner, being their solution partner, I would say, and then try to solve their pain, and whatever the problems they have, we are happy to solve that.
Amazing. So what I'm hearing from you is that we are co-owning the results as well. Are so the key part of true partnership is that it's not one person just looking at execution, other person looking at strategy, and there is miscommunication happening. Rather, with us, we are your teammates. We are with you. We are responsible for what we bring to the table.
And just to add, so basically a tagline that I recommend to my teammates as well, that clients, you give us your objective or your aim, and we'll craft a strategy accordingly to fulfill that. So yes, that's how we go forward.
Thank you. Yeah. So Shashikant, in today's world, AI and automation is the hot topic. Wherever you go, this is what we hear, right? Is our team here at Mavlers leveraging AI? If so, how are they doing so?
So yes, definitely. The definite answer would be yes, because without that you can't keep up with the trend, and that's the only way forward that we see at Mavlers. In terms of AI and automation, it's not like that is new for us for SEOs, I would say, not for the overall marketing people, but for SEO it's not new, because we had tool which had the whole automation things, and they had their AI insights as well. So there were tools like Ahrefs, I would say, amazing tool. SEMrush, again enterprise level, for enterprise level SEOs, it's an amazing tool. Then we had Majestic, we have Screaming Frog, we have a lot of such tools. We have Bright Local, lot of tools that we have which does the automation work for us, and which used to do in the past as well. But now coming AI into the picture, there are new tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity is there, then we have Claude AI, right? Jasper is there. So with this tool, it's an additional value that we are getting, and out of it we are getting benefited a lot, right? So recently we did the study internally, because again we have integrated AI from past 1.5 years, I believe, since when the ChatGPT thing started. We took it in the 3 months, and then we got it integrated with our system. So based on the data that I saw last month that we had internally, so we increased the efficiency by 30%, right? So the amount of time that we used to take to complete any task, we have made sure that we do it at the 70% efforts only, and everything is done by AI itself, the tools that you can say. So this is something that we have taken up internally. We use ChatGPT to create content, right? We use so again, ChatGPT is there to create content. Then we have we have Perplexity to guide our content. We have Jasper AI to validate our content, and there are other tools as well. So this is something that everyone is doing it, right? And it's the talk of the town because of AI and a lot. But apart from that, where Mavlers brings exceptional value on the table for businesses is we also use AI to drive the decision based on the data that we have from client's website. So we have Google Analytics that everyone knows. So there is a lot of data that goes around Google Analytics, where we can find customer journeys, we can find where was the drop rate, where was the client, where the customer landed. So we have all the data in Google Analytics itself. So we integrate that data with Power BI and try to understand the whole customer journey itself, and then we make the informed decision based on the data driven like technology that we have, that is called AI basically. So usage of tools in the decision making process, I would say. So this is how we utilize AI, not only just to write content, not only just to write technical stuff, not only just to have recommendations on internal linking or doing technical SEO, but make an informed decision based on data that we get from Google Analytics.
Amazing. And now that you've mentioned all of these tools for content, I know the kind of value that it can add, especially when it comes to cutting down the time, as you said. And again, reiterating the fact that we have seen a 30% increase in our efficiency rates. It's a tested tool at this point. I wanted to ask whether the team here at Mavlers is depending on AI tools to write the content. How does this work like? What does that process look like?
Yes, so it's not 100% dependency, I would say. So basically what our process looks like is we try to get information from ChatGPT, we try to get ideation from ChatGPT or any other AI tool as per se, and based on the research that we do, so we use it for research, we use it for ideation, we use it for getting the statistics, we use it for getting the references. So these are the things that we use, like ChatGPT. Let's take an example as in ChatGPT right now. So these are the tasks that we do for content creation. Now we have different prompts internally at Mavlers, which helps us to draft a good amount of content with all the data and all the statistics we have. Post that, once we do everything, we have our content. So that's when where our content writers comes into the picture, and they humanize that. So basically they validate the data, they validate all the content, they also humanize in terms of conversational tone, whether, so it totally depends how the content will look like, but if it's, let's say if it's a conversational tone, they'll make sure that all the content that has been written, again it's not like ChatGPT writes all the content, but the amount of content that we take from ChatGPT, it's mainly about how content writer humanize it. So they try to make it more conversational, they try to add more insights to that, and so that's how the whole process follows, and at the end of the day content writer finalizes the content.
Amazing. Because coming from the content marketing history, my career has been built over here. One thing that I have noticed is the points that you have mentioned about the statistics, about the research, about how collecting the data and then ideating on how well you can present it. That's where a majority of our time goes into, not just on the writing. Writing is a key part, it is a critical part, but the time intensive or the labor intensive part is what AI helps us as a co-pilot of sorts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great way of using AI also, and it is a great way of running along with the way that the world is going, because SEO and content have been going hand in hand, right? So today, how does that look like? How much of a focus does content have on SEO? How much of an impact has this content marketing on SEO had?
So in terms, if I talk about content, content was king, content is king, and content will be king. So basically, if any SEO has to become or has to do good in the SEO field, he should be a content marketer first. He needs to understand how the content is structured, how to analyze content, how to understand content for different intent that we have. So content marketing has always been an integral part, and I believe everyone should address this, because I have seen a lot of agencies, they have the separate content team which are not integrated with SEO. So ideally at Mavlers we have a content team integrated with SEO. We try to share insights. So as I mentioned that we have our monthly calls where we discuss about a lot of SEO updates, but we also discuss about content marketing updates as well. So we try to integrate content marketing into each of SEO, so everyone understand the content, and everyone not just understand but also knows where the content direction is going. So in content marketing, I would say like there are three major aspects that, or major intents that we have, right? It's TOFU, MOFU and BOFU. So every SEO should understand where whatever the content they are recommending, like who are their audiences, whether their audiences falls into top of the funnel, middle of the funnel or bottom of the funnel, because that plays a very vital role, and that also helps us to achieve the KPIs as well, because at the end of the day it's everything ends to the KPIs, everything adds to the revenues and everything. So yes, so as I mentioned, TOFU, MOFU, BOFU is really important. Now how Mavlers leverages TOFU, MOFU, BOFU, right? Because everyone is doing it. I have so if you go on LinkedIn, you will see hundred of videos on TOFU, MOFU and BOFU, right? And I am seeing it. So recently I saw a video of TOFU, MOFU, BOFU type of content. But at Mavlers, we not just restrict ourselves to create TOFU, MOFU and BOFU level of content, but we try to identify the customer journey. So where customer lands. So let's say if we have created TOFU level of content, how we can navigate them to BOFU and MOFU, and at the end of the day complete the lead, right? So this is really important. So where a lot of people stop thinking about TOFU, MOFU and BOFU is where Mavlers start thinking on how we can leverage TOFU, MOFU, BOFU into the leads.
Yeah, that's a great point that you bring in, because a lot of the efforts generally goes on to creating the top of the funnel content.
Right.
But then how do you convert it? That's exactly where the SEO revenue
Exactly.
lies, right? So the middle of the funnel, optimizing it to that conversion at the bottom of the funnel, that is what is key. Thank you so much for telling about that.
So adding to adding to my past point, so the content marketing, so there are several niches where content marketing plays a very vital role, like SaaS SEO. So for SaaS SEO, it's not only about publishing blogs. So we have seen results on our clients where when we started creating intent based blogs, and that is again TOFU, MOFU and BOFU, and navigating the user from TOFU, MOFU, BOFU to the end level of our objective is somewhere we have seen a great results. So yes, content marketing is vital for SEO, and for niches like SaaS, it's amazing. It's amazing, I would say.
So Shashikant, finally, what are your thoughts on Google AIO? How will it be impacting the businesses? Should businesses worry about it? How should they prepare for it?
Okay, so in terms of Google AIO, so definitely it's a talk of the town, right? And for any businesses, whether they should be worried about it or not, I would say no, because that's how the SEO works. So today it's Google AIO. In past it was feature snippet. So when feature snippet launched, a lot of people again asked the same question, and now today it's Google AIO, and I'm sure down the line after 2 to 3 years there will be something new. So it's not about worrying, but I'll say how you do the risk management, right? So let's take an example. So again, coming to Google AIO first. Yes, definitely Google AIO will hit you up. It will eat your clicks for sure, because if you have seen Google AIO, the organic listing has gone down, right? And it's way down, because how the structure follows right now is first and this is something that I have seen personally as well. First there is Google AIO, then you see ads, then you see feature snippet, then you see PA section that people also ask, and then you see the organic listing. So again, so definitely they're gonna eat your clicks, but how you mitigate that risk is really important. So basically, how you can start ranking for Google AIO, or how you can prepare ourselves. So we at Mavlers has done a thorough research on Google AIO. We have tried to analyze a lot of keywords from different aspects, be it informational, be it transactional, under different niches as well. Like we try to analyze finance niche, we try to analyze fashion niche, we try to analyze health niche as well. Based on the analysis that we have, the result was, for informational queries, we have seen around 70 to 80% Google AIO appears, and for commercial or transactional intent, only 10 to 20% for 10 to 20% queries Google AIO appears. So we have, so again, if you are in informational query, let's say if you're in SaaS business, or if you are in news publishing website, then informational query would be your like one of the major factor, right? And if you are into transactional, let's say e-commerce is there, so you don't have to worry much about it, but right now not, but you never know what's going to happen down the line, right? So how you can prepare yourself for Google AIO? At Mavlers, we did the analysis, and based on the research that we have, so there are a few pointers that I'll jot down. First, you have to make sure the intent is right. So whatever the intent that person is searching for or user is searching for, you make sure you fulfill that intent in your content. Second, the content structure should be very well versed, right? So any structure, so before when feature snippet was launched, there were different type of structure that we had. We had table format, we have listicles, we had answer box. We used to optimize our content like that, but now Google AIO has different set of rules for them. So we have to analyze for your queries, what are the structures that are ranking right now, analyze those, try to implement or try to craft your content accordingly. So that's how you structure your content. Third, start building topical authority. So let's say if you are in a niche where a lot of big brands are there, big brands are outranking you, so how will you stand out of it? So let's say if you are in health niche, and if you are only want to work on specific diseases, right? If you're only catering specific diseases in your content, try to bring topical authority on that. Try to have as much as content as you want or as you can to give the information to users. So that's how you start building the topical authority. So topical authority becomes a very important factor. Then you start getting backlinks from authoritative websites, because that gives you the signal, and that gives the Google the signal that this is something that can be linked to, and Google has that thing in his mind that yes, if this authoritative website is linking for this set of keywords, and if relevancy is rightly passing through it, we will have chances of getting ourselves into Google AIO. So this is one more thing that we can do. Apart from this everything, there is a set of things that can be taken care of, is based on the research that we have, and also alongside the research that industry experts has done. We have seen that out of top 10 ranking URLs, almost 50 to 60% are ranking on Google AIO itself. So basically, if you want to rank for Google AIO, first aim for top 10 results. If you are in top 10 results, your chances of getting into AIO increases automatically by 50 to 60%. Rest for 30 to 40% that are left out, you can figure out a way, let's say if you are ranking on 11th to 14th position on the second, third and fourth page of Google, still you have the chance to get into Google AIO as well. So it's a win-win situation for both those who are ranking on top 10 and those who are not ranking, but it's more towards creating your topical authority, creating your brand authority. That helps Google to understand which topics that you have mastered, and you have your experience and expertise in which topic that you have, and that's how Google ranks for AIO based on our analysis. But there is no specific guide to it, or there is no particular set of rules that can be followed, but this is how it should be.
So it's all about trust.
Yes, yes.
Great. Thank you so much for such an insightful session, Shashikant. We really appreciate your time, and I'm sure that you have answered a lot of the burning questions in the minds of a lot of people. So thank you so much for that. For all of our audience who is watching right now, there are many blogs that Shashikant has put his insights and inputs into. So be sure to check out our resources section on our website. You can dive deeper into the technical SEO front of things. And if you are having any kind of challenges with your SEO, or if you just want an expert set of eyes to overlook your SEO game plan, we're always here to help you. Get in touch with our sales team and let us know how we can associate with you. We offer SEO audits. We also have a team dedicated to answering all of your questions in and around SEO. So that can be just a no obligation call. You can connect with them and through using the links in the description, or through all of our social media channels, or by replying to our emails, wherever it is that you are watching this video on. Thank you so much once again for your time, and thanks Shashikant for joining us.
Thank you.